So, fellas, Tinubu has finally taken a decision by appointing a Christian Middlebelt APC chairman. A very important signaling that it will dump the Fulani Islamization agenda towards 2031. Let me tell you guys a quick story. On my screen over there, do you know who Aregbesola is? Aregbesola was one man who could lay his life for Tinubu. Yes, Aregbesola was made by Tinubu. In fact, it got to a point in Lagos politics, people said there was nothing that would come between Tinubu and Aregbesola. How close they were. Tinubu achieved everything he wanted to achieve in Southwest through the help of Aregbesola, indeed. Because with Aregbesola, who was a very, a chronic Muslim, a man who Tinubu used to penetrate the Fulanese. Aregbesola was the man who gave Tinubu that inroad, that soft landing into the heart of the North. Because Aregbesola is a scholar, an Arabic scholar, a chronic Muslim. Okay? People used to say that, no, there's nothing that can happen. But what has happened today? Tinubu has used and dumped Aregbesola. He used Aregbesola and dumped him, and even what? He has thrown him into political oblivion when he brought in Oyetola in Osun State. Now, what do you think is going to happen to the northern oligarchs? Because I can see the northerners right now. All of them are scared. They are fidgeting. All right? They don't know where they want to belong. But before I tell you how Tinubu wants to dump them, let me remind you how Tinubu also used the northerners. So, towards 2012-2013, Tinubu discovered that there was no way for him to become the president if he does not align with the most powerful Fulani man who was controlling the cabals, the Fulani cabals at that time, Buhari. Buhari had the biggest followership in Nigeria. He has always consistently had 12 million votes, 12 to 13 million votes religiously, but Buhari couldn't win. Tinubu wasn't popular in Southeast. It wasn't known in South. Nobody really, Tinubu wasn't just beyond the 6 states in Southwest. It wasn't even that, prominent in the whole of Southwest, because he didn't have so much influence in Oyo State. He didn't have so much influence in Ondo State. No, he didn't. Right? The places he had influences were just basically Lagos, Ogun States, and there may be some parts of Ekiti State. Right? But when he saw that, man, that he needed to create a pathway for himself, then he went to Buhari, and then he begged Buhari. He toasted Buhari. He funded single-handedly using the state resources, by the way. However, let us agree that he single-handedly, right, funded Buhari. Look at those strategies. Now, having done that, they packaged Buhari. Then I was a Jonathan supporter. I wanted Jonathan to go for the second term in 2015 because I really loved Jonathan's tenure. The likes of Okonjo-Iweala, the likes of Sanusi, the likes of Akiwumi Adesina. So many, name them. Right? Everything was rosy. Because I just started, that was around 2012. I just graduated, and my business, then I could see the economy helping me. I mean, I was having that full understanding that, man, you need to have a good economist leading you, presiding over the affairs of the nation, so that you could thrive as a mini scale, or should I say medium scale enterprise. However, Tinubu came on board, he toasted Buhari, and with that massive followership Buhari has in the north, over 13 million, thereabout, He funded Buhari, gave Buhari so much money, and we started sewing the packaging that 1 naira will become $1. We want to bring change, and this the rest they say is story. Today, Buhari was there. Buhari rubbished him. We know how Buhari kicked him out. The nominees of Tinubu were kicked out. The likes of Kemi Adeosun, so many of them. Oshibanjo became a lame dog. Tinubu himself was even bad from Aso Villa because the colonization agenda kick-started in full. Then the Kiari, they were the ones running sway. Everybody forgot about Tinubu. People were like, what is going on? Where's Tinubu? What's Tinubu? But when it now got to 2022, Tinubu came out. That was when Tinubu started his agenda that I was the one that brought Tinubu. He started exposing everything. He said, if it wasn't because of me, Tinubu, who was crying, Buhari, who was crying with kata falling through his nose, like I met him, oh, shocking on the television. That was what Tinubu said. He said, I created the pathway, so why would... And everybody felt pity for Tinubu, like, wow. And then you saw the massive love he had. He was able to rile people up. And people, to be fair, people never like downplayed his relevance, his political weight. No. But we know how, Obi was so loved by the youth because Obi sincerely had the love of the youth. However, Obi somehow cut short that energy when he said they shouldn't protest, because that protest would have kept Tinubu on his toes as it stands today. But what do you have today? Tinubu right now has seen that the Fulanis want to keep him caged, haven't played along with them, haven't used their Muslim mantra, because he played along with them that meant I will run with the Muslim ticket. And what they were preaching in the north back then was, well, if Tinubu gets that Tinubu is a Muslim and he's running a Muslim ticket, our Fulanization agenda will not be stopped. This is what Buhari has started. So the Ruga, the Fulani working with their arms and everything, the North always been above the Middlebelt, the North, Islam spreading across the country. Everything was what the Northerners believed in, and they all voted for him. If the North did not vote Tinubu wouldn't have won that thing. Tinubu only got 2 million in the South. 2 million. That is to tell you how the Southerners never loved Tinubu. He only got 2 million. 2 million. I repeat, 2 million to 2 point something million. He got less than 3 million in the North, in the South. In the whole of South, he got less than 3 million votes. But what happened? The North gave him 5 million. Boom! 5 point something million. They dashed him. Why? Because he said, can't you see? I will do Muslim ticket. I will continue where that was why he used Tinubu. That guy man, confirm guy man. He said, I will continue where Buhari stopped. He was saying that into the earrings of the northern, Alimanjiris and those Fulani oligarchs. I will continue where Buhari stopped. He kept saying it. I will continue where Buhari stopped. He kept saying, I will continue where Buhari stopped. We in the South were saying, this man, God forbid. Naila, God forbid, because we knew who Buhari was. Buhari was just an Islamic bigot, a man who never for once came out to chastise, to speak down on the Islamic radicalism that was going on in his regime. A man who promoted, in fact, Buhari was something else. He's dead and gone. I don't need to talk too much about him. Now, into Tinubu's regime. The Fulanis are crying. I saw Kwankwaso. I'll play his case very soon. Kwankwaso coming out. Tinubu, hey, this man. I know what Kwankwaso is doing that anyways. But hey, all the northern leaders, all the northern senators, all the northern governor forum, Tinubu is using the money of Nigeria to build only the South. Tinubu is using the money of Nigeria to build a very expensive road from Lagos to Calabar. Tinubu is giving all the southern governors money. Tinubu is pumping money into Middlebelt. He has abandoned the North. We know what they said about Tinubu in the North when we had that NBAD protest, whatever, governors protest. We know how the North protested heavily against him. We know how they said that Tinubu, no, this man must go. This man, he must go. He has stopped all the things we were enjoying under Buhari. He came on board. He stopped the Agros Borrowers Scheme, Anchors Borrowers Fund. He stopped the NEL Fund. The so many things that Buhari was doing, was using, giving the Northerners. Tinubu came on board and he stopped everything. He has stopped our dollar business. I know, yeah, NNPC. Look at what is going on in NNPC. Now Dangote wants to, no, So they are doing. They want. Tinubu said that, let me switch side. Let me just switch side, and we can now see that the agenda is clear. Tinubu has bought all the Southern governors. He reach make you sit down. You see the state that we are in now. You, as a Nigerian who does not believe in one Nigeria, the hope that we have now is, hopefully, because for me, the oppositions are not serious, and I don't want to give myself false hope. If the oppositions are serious, for me now, the same pathway Tinubu used to kick out Jonathan is what all these guys must do. Yes, they must come together, push aside their what egos. If Atiku needs to step down for Obi, he should do it massively and start campaigning right now for Obi. They should start convincing all those Fulani oligarchs that never trusted Igbo since the 1960s. Right? Or Obi should just jejely say that, okay, let me step down for Atiku. He doesn't need to run for the deputy. No. But Obi can say, let me step down. Atiku will promise us he'll go for one term. But I want to follow the same step Tinubu used, wherein he also stepped down for Buhari. He didn't deputize Buhari, but I will be the new Jagaban. But immediately Atiku finish, I will get in there. But if I'm not seeing those moves, I don't see any pathway. I don't see any reasonable or anything viable that will kick out Tinubu. So, and if Tinubu gets there, my prayer now is, if Tinubu wins by 2027, Nigerian politics is not about It's not about people are hungry, people are starved. I've watched my reviewers who have told me that Tinubu does not have a pathway. Oga, Nigerian people are too money-centric. Nigerian people are too money-centric. In the next few months now, you start seeing world meetings. You start seeing market women. They'll start doing money, market money. You start seeing what's it called? Cash transfers. They start giving that 30,000 to poor people in the Middlebelt, in the south. You see all those old men that you go right today and go and meet them that will Tinubu will just give them in the next 12 months. In southwest, in south, just give them in 12 months. Go and ask them. Tinubu is the best in after sliced bread. Why? Because by that time he will start giving money out. He would have instructed all the Southern governors, oh yeah, you guys will start social interventions. Be giving money. Oh yeah, start sharing rice. Just wait. You wait. In the next few months, you start seeing rice and spaghetti flooding everywhere. Everywhere. You and I are the ones who are educated, but we are not in the majority. We who are educated, we are not in the majority. A majority of those who are even saying that no, this, most of them are not even in the country. They are in diaspora. We all know that my man Obi is not ready to do such things. He's not ready to be paying all those kind of a thing. Atiku, who is ready to do that, we are against him because it seems he wants to hijack the Southern throne, and Obi is not ready to relinquish or step down. So tell me, you be objective. Tell me why. Because we are not seeing their moves. They need to take actions on time. So let us stick to the issues and let us be objective here. Because I know some of you will say, no. Now, let us say that they are like that. They continue that way. Obi and Atiku are still arguing. Why Tinubu is having inroads into the Middlebelt? A Christian, the Middlebelt now are not saying that they want to run for presidency by 2031. What do you think is going to happen? The Northerners now, all of them now, the Northern Muslims and the Northern Fulani oligarchs, all of them go and sit down. They don't even know. Kwankwaso is crying. He doesn't know. Shetim, that one, be quiet. He has been turned to a chihuahua. Do you know what a chihuahua is? A chihuahua is a parlor dog. That small dog, he cannot bite. He cannot bite. The last time we saw Professor Zulum crying, and that was the last meeting Kanduje had before they chased him out. Because Kanduje does not have the political will to tell them that, Oga, Tinubu, wait till I don't see with my eye. Tinubu is not going with any Muslim ticket again. He cannot say it. Kanduje just jejely, they chased him out. Go. They go. Our new agenda now is a Muslim Christian. And to be fair, do you think Tinubu would not be able to buy those people? Do you think Tinubu will not be able to buy those people? Have we not seen how they were jubilating? How they were jubilating in Benue, in Niger, in what's it called? Nasarawa. Have we not seen how they were jubilating? When they saw that, our child, our son is now the APC chairman. Can't you see? Look at what Akpabio is saying up and down. Akpabio is now rallying up the Niger Delta people. No. You think you want to look? I mean, I will look at what Akpabio. I will play it for you. Akpabio said, "Oh, you think you just want to become president and you not come and consult us in the Niger Delta that have the oil and the resources?" Akpabio was the one telling the Niger Delta people, "No, the Niger Delta people are satisfied with Tinubu and we will elect him come 2027. Tinubu is not Jonathan. It will go to 2031. And then we have Wike, the rigging machine. The youth, the Nigerian people must come to terms that enough is enough if Tinubu must go. That's it. They need to be radical. Obi has to be radical. Atiku cannot be, but Obi, go. It is the right of Obi to do it. But I don't want to talk too much, because when I talk too much, my fellow Obedience will tell me I am becoming too problematic. I am now, I am becoming I'm crying more than the bereaved. That's the word. That I should stop using headache for another. I should stop using Panadol for another man's headache. Like, anyways, let's listen to what Akwankoso Cries, and then let's watch what Akpabio said.
Our takeoff from 3 to 8 p.m. I had to come by road. From Abuja to Kaduna to Kano was a hell. Terrible. Very bad road. And this is the road that was started many years ago, right from the beginning of the leadership of the APC. Now we are told that there is road now from the south to east. Let me say at this point that we support infrastructure anywhere in this country. In fact, I was telling myself that I wished that road was done before 2023 election, because I was the only aspirant or candidate who traveled to all nooks and corners across this country. I would have used that road. So we support roads everywhere and any other thing that is good for the people, especially for the masses.
I do not think that any person can just come and become president without consultation with the people of the Niger Delta region. So the Niger Delta region has assessed President Bola Ahmed Tinubu and found him fit to continue in office beyond 2027. That is the truth. No be so. No be so. So let other people who are conspiring, they did it before and move our son. Good Lord, Jonathan. This time around, we are staying in this region that the entire South region, the entire Niger Delta, will speak as one voice. We speak as one voice. And we are telling the president, on your mandate we stand. On your mandate we stand. No conspiracy formed against this government that has recognized Niger Delta shall prosper. Can we shout amen? Yeah. 46 years ago was the time that they gave the Niger Delta the opportunity to produce a Senate president in the person of Dr. Joseph Wires. This is the government that has recognized Niger Delta. But you are recognized when it comes to taking your resources and abandoning your environment. Today the president has set up a University of Environment a University of Sciences in Ogoniland to take care of the environment. There were many reasons. Part of it was leadership tussle. In the Niger Delta region, we have what we call periwinkle politics. Periwinkle politics is politics of the same head. Everybody bears the same head. Nobody wants to wait for his turn. Everybody feels that he should be here and not the other person. So there was always this conspiratorial situation. Each management in the NDDC, from the management itself, they will conspire against themselves. And of course, those that you met on ground, the staff, will assist you to quarrel. And shortly after, they will send you away. Maybe one of them will become acting managing director. And I realized when I was Minister of Niger Delta that was the main issue. Let me even tell you a story. The NDDC for almost 20-something years stayed in a rented apartment on Aba Road, paying 300 million a year. And that apartment or that upstairs was not connected to the national grid. It would have taken less than 70 million to do so. But it was easier for them to give out contracts for diesel to all and sundry, 300 million, 500 million a month, without connecting that place to the national grid for over 20 years.